One of the things that I like to approach differently when I'm working with a client that has teenagers or children is making sure that we tie in the design and the colors and the things that the child likes, but making sure it flows with the rest of the house. And so what I want to show you today is something that we did at the Lake Jackson house. We have two teenage boys, and they each are into their own thing, and yet we were able to kind of take what they love and kind of elevate it a little bit so it's something they can grow into as they get older, so they're not stuck in a theme, but yet it has a good look to it, has something that interests them, and yet flows with the rest of the house. So in this first room, I want to show you how we began the process. The teenager knew there was a few things that he liked. Well, first of all, I let him select our light fixture, which is a bright yellow, kind of funky, and he likes to have kind of a fun, edgy look to things. Yet this wood wall behind me was important to him to have the texture and to have a weathered wood look. And so we were able to start there. We just did one feature wall so that it wasn't overwhelming for the room. And then we were able to put pops of color that drew in his yellow light fixture onto the bed, and again, tied it in with the rest of the house so it wasn't too edgy for what we were doing everywhere else. In addition to doing the weathered wood wall, we have a cowhide rug that kind of brings another layer of texture and movement, and I love the shape of a cowhide rug, and that kind of tied in all of the different elements and just brought another layer in that was really, really great for this room. Our other teenager's room, we did kind of a totally different look. He was specific only about a few things. We started with the dominant wall, which I call the feature wall, and we did brick instead of wood in there. It is a faux brick. It's actually just sheet brick, and then we did a whitewash over it that turned out really great, and it added a totally different look for that space. Something that he was into that we were able to tie in is gaming. Gaming was his thing, yet I didn't want to do anything modern, and so we found these great vintage gaming posters, prints, I would say, and then had those framed that kind of has that gaming feel for him, but yet still, again, stayed in kind of the theme with what we're doing in the house. Navy was important to him, so we did some navy window treatments and rug, but tied in the olive, which really turned out really cool to mix those colors together. So, and the thing you've got to look at here is this amazing desk. The homeowner actually made this. He found this slab of wood that he did in the boys' rooms for their desks, and it turned out so beautiful. It was more than I expected and turned out really great. When you have a bathroom that adjoins two rooms, it's important to me that that bathroom flow well with both rooms. And so in doing so, we made sure that the coloring and the textures, everything flowed with both rooms. Here in the shower, we've got 10-foot ceilings, so we did the waterfall going all the way up on the ceiling, which is the waterfall tile in the center that brings in that soft blue, but we have warm grays. Outside the shower, we have what looks like a petrified wood tile that it's absolutely gorgeous. And also keeping with the fact that we're dealing with teenage boys that may easily get things dirty, that I think is going to work really well for them. We did our vanity with a quartzite, which it's like a granite, a little bit stronger, deeper within the earth that you find it, but it has these amazing rich colors. It has the blues and the browns and the grays, and so that tied in really beautifully with our cabinet. So another element that tied everything together were these mirrors, to have the wood and to have the iron, and then really to have that round look, which is so cool, but yet it have its own shape. It just really gave it another interest to it. I was really happy how that turned out.